Medicine Hat. This is Chat Television, a division of the Jim Pattison Broadcast Group.
Still missing. Police find her SUV, but there's still no sign of a Medicine Hat woman missing since Monday. Suspect identified. Police in Edmonton are looking for a man accused in the killing of 3 armored car guards at the University of Alberta.
The Medicine Hat Mavericks welcome Saskatoon to town. We will have the result coming up in sports.
From Medicine Hat, this is the Prairie's Own Chat News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight as nearly 4 days have gone by since 23-year-old Amy Lenore Lewis went missing. Police are fielding hundreds of calls from the public on potential sightings, but so far Lewis's whereabouts remain unknown. As Miranda Anthistle reports, the latest update continues to add to the unusual circumstances surrounding the case.
These Facebook photos show a happy, smiling Amy Lewis. The 23-year-old nursing student has not been seen or heard from since Monday. Lewis's disappearance has sparked an intensive search by Medicine Hat police. Investigators say there are a number of red flags, especially since it's not like her to be out of contact with family and friends.
The circumstances are very unusual. We're just really concerned for this missing person, for Miss Lewis. It's totally outside of the norm for her. She's a normal person, has a few jobs, is a student as well. So it was just something unusual and not a regular occurrence for her.
The latest break in the case came here at the Park Lane Motel parking lot Thursday evening when police discovered Lewis's 2010 black Honda CR-V. They say there is no apparent damage to the vehicle, but the forensic unit is currently going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Police are also following up to see if Lewis had any friends living close to the motel, as this is not an area of the city she frequented. According to friends on Facebook, Lewis works at this care home in Bow Island. One childhood friend and former co-worker says the last time she spoke to Lewis was back in March or April of this year. At that time, Lewis's marriage was ending.
He also worked at the Alfred Egan home alongside her. So they were working together during the split, and she was having a really hard time dealing with it all.
Banman says after the split, Lewis's husband moved to BC. Police stress that there are no persons of interest in this case. Information is pouring in, though. In just over 72 hours, police have received hundreds of tips and leads from the public.
There's a few that seem fairly legitimate, so we have to follow up on each one of those, and just our goal is to try and find her and make sure she's safe.
Staff Sergeant Secondiak says the forensic examination of the vehicle is expected to take at least a day. He asks anyone with further information on Lewis to please contact the police. Miranda Anthistle, Chat News.
Here again is the information on Lewis. She's described as a 23-year-old Caucasian female who recently cut her brown hair short. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and police say she weighs around 125 pounds. Anyone with information is asked to call police at 403-529-8481. And a massive manhunt is underway across this province tonight for the person who opened fire on 4 armored vehicle guards at the University of Alberta overnight. 3 were killed, another critically injured. Warrants have now been issued for 21-year-old Travis Baumgartner. He's facing 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 charge of attempted murder. And as Ross Neitz reports, police are now confirming he is an employee of that same armored car company.
I was studying in one of the halls there, and I heard pop, 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 about 8 of them.
Turns out it was a gunshot, and I was just panicking, and everyone was panicking.
And then I heard a man like moaning or groaning and screaming, and then kind of knew at that point that a couple gunshots had been fired.
It was over in just a matter of minutes. Just after midnight, early Friday morning, shots rang out at the University of Alberta's Hub Mall. Police arrived quickly, but still too late for 3 armored guards.
We have 3 deceased people here, so obviously it's a major crime scene, and a lot of families' lives will be changed forever.
The guards with G4S security were making a delivery of money to a bank machine in Hub Mall when they were shot. All were armed. A 4th was also shot and is in critical condition. Students were told by police to stay inside.
We were flinching at every little white noise because we were just that scared.
By daylight, officers continue to scour the site of the attack. Hours later, police identified a person of interest, 22-year-old Travis Baumgartner of Sherwood Park, a recent employee of the armored car company.
This was not a random attack.
At mid-afternoon, police officially named Baumgartner a suspect and filed 3 warrants of first-degree murder against him. He is considered armed and dangerous.
If anyone should spot this individual or his vehicle, they should call police immediately and not approach him or contact him in any way.
As the search for Baumgartner continues, friends of those killed are now beginning to say goodbye, erecting a small memorial at the victim's workplace, remembering lives cut short too soon. Ross Neitz, Global News.
And Edmonton police have now confirmed the names of the 3 dead guards. Their names are Michelle Shagelski, Brian Ilisic, and Eddie Reggiano. Survivor Matthew Schum was taken to hospital in critical condition. Michelle Shagelski had just gotten married. And you can ask anyone and they'll tell you that at some point or another they've probably faked being sick, either to get out of work or to stay home from school. But one local teen has never told that little white lie. Andrew Delzell goes to Medicine Hat High School, and he's just like any other teenager, except he's never missed a single day of school. Not just for this year, we're talking his entire life in school. Delzell is finishing grade 11 this year and has a perfect attendance record. He says it's something he's very proud of.
I'm really glad I did it. I'm glad I stuck with it and never missed a day. It's something really cool. Just when I get out of high school, if I can make it through this next year, which I'm hoping to, it'll be cool to say I went through all of school, never missing a day.
And Medicine Hat's own Chat 94.5 FM has been recognized with a gold medal for outstanding contributions to broadcasting in the area of community service. The award was presented by the Western Association of Broadcasters in Banff last night in honor of the radio station's commitment to the Medicine Hat Food Bank. The Chat 94.5 FM food drive collected 95,000 pounds of food last year alone. Program Director Jay Hitchens said many years ago, staff came to him with a simple idea: cook a Christmas meal for the needy, and it just took off from there.
It's never enough, no matter what we do. I mean, the more food we raise, it seems to be the more need is there. 12 years ago, the need wasn't anywhere near what it is now. So it's heart-wrenching, and it feels like, you do the best you can. That's basically all there is. You do, and you hope that you inspire others to do the same.
Financial Markets brought to you by TD Waterhouse, wealth of experience.
And earlier this evening, Medicine Hat played host to a roving reception known as the Downtown Art Walk. 6 different locations around town hosted receptions while featuring works of art and live music. Festivities got underway with the ribbon cutting for the RICA, the public art piece that's installed in Battis Park. Starting at the Esplanade, people were encouraged to walk from one art gallery to the next. The second art walk will be held at the end of September during Culture Days. And the town of Redcliffe is in full party mode this weekend, and it's celebrating a yearly event meant to bring everyone in the community and surrounding areas out to play. Preparations were well underway this afternoon for Redcliffe Days, including the TNT monster truck getting ready to roar. The festivities kicked off earlier this afternoon and will go right through until Sunday, rain or shine. One of the organizers says there'll be plenty to do over this weekend.
Well, tomorrow morning it'll start with a pancake breakfast over at Home Hardware, and from there you can wander over to the Legion. They'll have garage sales and a beer tent and music, and the museum will be open, and then you can go to the 3rd Street Bazaar. There's lots of promotional items over there for the Centennial. We also have, some food booths and some organizations that are doing some promotions.
And preparations are also ongoing for the town's centennial celebration set for July 13th to the 15th. And here are the results from the web poll question this week. We asked you if you think contractors should be punished if they don't finish a major project within a reasonable time of the original completion date. Almost 60% of you who voted think the company should be hit with a substantial fine. Just over 36% think the contractor should lose its ability to bid on future contracts, and only 4.3% of respondents think there shouldn't be any punishment at all. And stay tuned. After the break, I'll have your full weekend weather, and Braden Malsbury joins us with sports.
Brought to you by Lotto 649. The next jackpot is an estimated 12 million.
It's Lotto 649's 30th anniversary, and we're celebrating from May 30th to June 30th with 30 bonus draws of $100,000 each. That's 3 bonus draws per draw. Start your summer with a chance at the jackpot. Plus, the icing on the cake, 3 bonus draws of $100,000 each every draw. It's the Lotto 649 anniversary bonus. Join the celebration today. The next Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $12 million. Plus, 3 bonus draws of $100,000 each.
Now at the Brick, get incredible prices on Simmons Beauty Rest. You know, the bowling ball bed. Save $600 on the Simmons Beauty Rest Brentwood, only $7.99. Or get this special purchase Simmons Rio Eurotop, only $6.99. For mattresses, nobody beats the Brick.
I can do anything. I can do anything today.
With Timbermart, you can do any insulation project. Find Roxel Insulation, the better insulation, at your local Timbermart. You can do anything.
I do that too.
You've tried these?
No. You know, Wendy's has this summer berry salad. It's made fresh every day. It is so good.
Why settle for ordinary salads when Wendy's Berry Almond Chicken Salad is made with hand-cut ripe strawberries and plump blueberries at the peak of sweetness, and topped with raspberry vinaigrette. Fresh tastes made fresh every day. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
Here's to the professionals, the ones who pride themselves on working beyond their job description. The professional conservationists, the professional intelligence officers, the professional communications experts, the professional heavyweights. So if you're the type that wants to do everything like a professional, then stop driving an amateur's truck. The GMC Sierra, we are professional grade.
It's Fridge Frenzy at the Brick. The bigger the fridge, the bigger the savings. Up to 20% off all 36-inch fridges. Plus, all laundry is marked down. This Whirlpool front load pair only $9.99. Nobody beats the Brick.
And welcome back. Before we get to our weekend weather, check this out. Some dark and dreary skies around the Medicine Hat area this afternoon, but not quite as scary looking as what was happening in Saskatchewan. This picture was snapped afternoon near Saskatoon. A tornado warning was issued this afternoon for several cities in the west central part of the province. Severe weather specialist John Paul Craig said there were about 4 cells that were moving toward the town of Unity. Craig added storm cells are small, but they can still cause small tornadoes. Wow, how cool is that? All right, let's get to the almanac. The high today, 17 degrees. Low 8, little off our normals for this time of year. Record high coming this day in 1933. Wow, 38.9 degrees. Sun rose this morning at 5:13. Sun set at 9:34. Right now in Medicine Hat, it's 12 degrees. Look at that humidity, 66%. Mostly clear. It looks like it's actually going to be a nice evening overnight tonight. Taking a look at our centers today, mostly clear in Edmonton and Bow Island. The rest of the province has got some cloud. Highs in Edmonton at 15 degrees, Drumheller 16. And taking a look at what was quite a crazy day in Saskatchewan today. Regina had just finished with a severe thunderstorm warning. Saskatoon had that tornado warning we told you about. Leader clear at 12, Maple Creek at 12, and Swift Current. The low temperature at 11. Taking a look at our next 48 hours now. The future cast here shows this system coming in over the Rockies. It should hit us, this low system, maybe about Sunday. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. Highs about 23 degrees. But this low pressure system, as you can see right here, may hit us around dinner time on Sunday. If not, it's going to be a nice weekend. So make sure you get out if you have plans to do something. It's going to be a great weekend to do that. And next weekend, I won't ruin the surprise, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, these 3 centers we carry, very similar. 4 overnight in Brooks. Tomorrow, heating up to 23 degrees. Partly sunny tomorrow. Winds 32 kilometers per hour. Same with Leader. Look at the lows, 6 degrees this morning, or the low over morning. Partly cloudy, winds 31. Tomorrow, 24 degrees. Clouds, mix and sun and cloud tomorrow in Leader. And my clicker here, Maple Creek, 7 degrees, partly cloudy overnight. Tomorrow, 24 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds. And Medicine Hat, 6 is their low today, partly cloudy overnight. Tomorrow, heating up, mostly sunny, 24 degrees, winds out of the south at 31 kilometers per hour. And here is the 7-day forecast I was telling you about. Great day tomorrow. Sunday looks worse than it actually is, but 22 is the high. The chance of showers around dinner time. Monday, 17 degrees, a chance of thunderstorms. And look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 27 degrees on Friday, and a chance of 30-degree temperatures next weekend. Summer is finally here. That's our weather. Braden will be next with sports.
Closed captioning brought to you by McDonald's new multi-grain and regular bagel sandwiches. So come try one. They're ready when you're ready.
Experience houseboating paradise on fabulous Lake Koocanusa. Sunshine Houseboat Vacations has a variety of deluxe houseboats that include all the amenities. With boats that sleep 2 to 18, your vacation can vary from intimate and cozy to a fun-filled adventure with family and friends. Lake Koocanusa is the ideal location to enjoy a relaxing day of fishing or water sport fun, followed by a campfire on the sandy beaches. Marina services include private moorage and other watercraft rentals. Call today and book your adventure with Sunshine Houseboat Vacations.
Honda was born on the track. From our first test run, we knew we had something special. Every Honda is built from the lessons we learned on the asphalt. Lessons about safety. Lessons about performance. Lessons about efficiency. Lessons that have helped make the Civic Canada's favorite car 14 years running. Get great rates on Honda's entire race-inspired lineup during the Honda Checkered Flag event. Build yours at honda.ca.
In their eyes, you're bigger than life.
There you go, buddy.
Be a health champion for your kids by serving healthy food every day. For tasty, simple recipes, go to healthyalberta.com.
Logos Embroidery, we're on your team. All across southern Alberta, from Lethbridge to Medicine Hat. Everywhere you look, you see logos, and you ain't seen nothing yet. We'll help to keep you ahead of your competition and boost your self-esteem. Logos Embroidery, we're on your team. Logos.
I pledge to care for every Petland pet like it's my own.
I pledge you a lifetime supply of purring.
I pledge to make the world more colorful.
I pledge to show you another way of going green.
Pets, and all you need to keep them healthy and happy. Petland pets make life better.
Yes, they do.
Welcome back. We begin sports this evening on the Ball Diamond. The Medicine Hat Mavericks have been a busy ball club recently. Tonight marks their 5th game in as many nights. Med Hat was riding an 8-3 record coming into tonight's matchup versus the Saskatoon Yellow Jackets, who are first in the Central Division with a 5-2 record coming into this one. And it was a low-scoring affair. Saskatoon picked up a single run in the 5th and another one in the 9th inning as the Yellow Jackets win 2-0. The two clubs combined for only 13 hits in the game. Jordan Rollick gets the win on the mound for the Yellow Jackets, while Billy Martin takes the loss for Medicine Hat. This game was a quick one. It only lasted about 2 hours, and it was certainly a spirited affair. Head coach Greg Morrison got tossed in the contest, apparently not too happy with the call. The two clubs are back at it tomorrow night at Athletic Park. That is a 7:05 start. Should be a dandy. Staying with local baseball, the AA Moose Monarchs are in Lethbridge this week for a tournament. Today, the ball club was on the field twice. This afternoon, they battled Regina, and it was the Moose Monarchs doubling up the Queen City 8-4. The winning pitcher was Braden Goldade. He went 6 innings with 0 earned runs against, and Curtis Cridland was 2 for 3 at the plate. Tonight, the Moose Monarchs slugged it out with a Lethbridge, and it was Medhat winning 9-0. Greg Adams threw for 6 innings with 0 earned runs. At the plate, Connor Lutz was 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Meanwhile, the Single A Knights were in Vauxhall for 2 games. They lose 16-6 in 6 innings in the first one and drop the second decision 14-4 in 6 innings. To the majors of baseball now. Blue Jays starter Kyle Drabek is headed to the DL with a sprained right elbow. Toronto called up lefty Brett Cecil, who will start Sunday against the Phillies. And tonight the Jays opened up a 3-game set at Rogers Center against Philly. The Bluebirds were looking to bounce back after dropping all 3 games to the Washington Nationals on the road earlier in the week. Bad news for the pitching staff tonight. It appeared Drew Hutchison injured his right elbow. He actually left the game. The Jays, they go on to take it 3-0, and they currently sit 4th in the AL East with a .500 record. A big MMA event rolled into town tonight as Hard Knocks 25 went from the Cypress Center Auditorium. The event featured amateur and pro fighters from across North America, with a total of 9 bouts on the card. It was a very good night for the local fighters. A pair of Medicine Hat products took to the ring, and both Mitchell Carlson and Curtis Belcourt came away victorious. Carlson knocked off Calgary's Zach Snyder, while Belcourt defeated Miguel Talk out of Lethbridge. We caught up with both local combatants after their victories.
I was pretty tired going into that last round, and I knew for a fact it was 1 round apiece, and if I didn't pull out that last round, I was going to lose, so I just dug deep and went with everything I had, left it all in there, and got lucky enough to get the decision.
You go in there with all the energy you can, but as soon as you start walking the aisle, hear everybody lose their minds for you, it just gives you that much more energy. Energy you never thought you had inside. You dig up, and yeah, I could go all day, the crowd screaming like that.
Brooks native John Young was also victorious on the evening, while the night's main event between Dia Grant and Roy Bradshaw was canceled after the commission found out that Bradshaw had fought too recently. Changing to hockey now, Medicine Hat Tiger Hunter Shinkarik will be one of the 28 players suiting up for Team Canada at the 2012 Canada-Russia Challenge. Hockey Canada and the CHL announcing the list of players today. Congrats to him. The Canada-Russia Challenge kicks off in August. Staying with hockey, the Stanley Cup Final just wrapped up, and already teams have been signing players and coaches. Today, a few other clubs were doing some wheeling and dealing of their own. The Tampa Bay Lightning have acquired goaltender Anders Lindback and forward Kyle Wilson from Nashville in exchange for draft picks. The Predators get 2 second-round picks, a third-round selection, and prospect goaltender Sebastian Caron. Meanwhile, the Columbus Dispatch is reporting that multiple teams have talked with the Columbus Blue Jackets about acquiring winger Rick Nash. The article says the Rangers, Sharks, Flyers, Leafs, and Hurricanes are some of the teams showing interest in the superstar. Certainly should be interesting to see where he ends up. Looks like this saga drags on for now. The Barry Shave Memorial Doubles Classic kicked off yesterday in our city and wraps up Sunday. Chat's Bob Ridley caught up with coordinator Ken Clement. Clement talked about the type of guy Barry Shave was.
He was a racquetball champ, and he was a tremendous tennis player, and of course he was a skier, and he's on the ski patrol and basketball official, just an all-round athlete. And we were lucky, a lot of us were lucky, we knew him and we benefited from him. I was his next door neighbor and I got some free tennis lessons out of him. I can't say I benefited from him, but so yeah, it's just nice to be able to remember somebody like that. And I know he'd have been very happy with the way tennis has progressed in Medicine Hat, because let's face it, compared to when we first had this tournament back in '99 for the first time, compared to what it is right now, there's no comparison in terms of the amount of players and in terms of the interest and the skill level too. And I think that's all a testimony to Barry in some small way as well, because I know he planted the seeds for this sort of thing.
Changing to football, the Calgary Stampeders were on the gridiron tonight at home facing their arch nemesis, the Edmonton Eskimos. The Stamps take it 20-17. Meanwhile, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers will have to wait until next year to play in their new stadium. The CFL club will remain at Canad Inns Stadium this season because of construction delays caused by wind and weather. The team says the new 33,500-seat stadium called Investors Group Field will open for the 2013 CFL season. Changing gears now, the second round of the U.S. Open got underway today at the Olympic Club in San Francisco. Tiger Woods heads into the weekend with a share of the lead. Woods had 3 birdies in a 5-hole stretch and finished with an even par 70 to match Jim Furyk and David Toms at 1 under. Furyk shot a 69 and Toms, he shot a 70. The Olympic Club clobbered some of the golf's best with defending champion Rory McIlroy, top-ranked Luke Donald, and Masters champion Bubba Watson, all missing the cuts. Play continued today on the soccer pitch at the Euro Cup. A couple of games on the schedule, including England battling Sweden and France taking on Ukraine. And it was France getting by Ukraine 2-0 in a storm-delayed match. Thunder, lightning, and heavy rain forced the players off the field after only 5 minutes of play. And then the players, well, they sat around and waited because the contest took nearly an hour to resume. In the other game, it was England edging Sweden 3-2. Tomorrow's matchups feature Russia fighting it out with Greece and Poland facing the Czech Republic. And Michael, that is a look at sports. A lot going on locally tonight. Tons of baseball news and Medicine Hat Tigers and action-packed.
Yeah. Now, Nick Waleski, the guy who Liam's been showing you all week long, has made his a successful tightrope walk across Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that's interesting. They made him wear a harness now, and I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted a customs officer to meet him out halfway and ask him if he had anything to declare. All right, that's all the time we have. Have a nice weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Good night.
Spa services and makeup provided by Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio. Discover your beauty.
Ford employee pricing is back and bigger than ever, and it continues to grow as over 314,000 have shared our price and our pride. Our pride in safety, power, and technology. Now we're going even further. Get up to $14,000 in price adjustments. Plus, for every 10,000 vehicles sold, you get the chance to win your Ford. So the sooner you enter, the greater your chances. This summer, join the numbers. Share our pride and our price with Ford employee pricing. Only at your Ford store.
YMCA camps are an opportunity for growth in spirit, mind, and body. With 2 unique day camps as well as an exciting camp in Elkwater.
The staff are experienced and well-trained. I know my child is safe.
Children will experience a wide variety of new and exciting activities, emphasizing fun, physical activity, learning, and social development.
It's so much fun and I met new friends.
There are exciting new weekly themes and activities. YMCA, building strong kids, strong families, and strong communities.
For a chemical-free way to get rid of dirt, catch it with the ultimate dirt catcher, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. The dirt catcher has a 360-degree swivel head and a telescopic handle, so dirt has nowhere to hide. The reusable microfiber pads are machine washable and work wet or dry on almost any surface. Pick up the ultimate dirt catcher and catch the dirt, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. Homeowners helping homeowners.
Mornings are busy enough. So while you're getting ready, McDonald's is getting ready, preparing our delicious new multigrain and regular bagel sandwiches, baked fresh daily. So come try one.